Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I am here doing the review of season 1, the finale of Ambitions. Yes, it's the season finale, and I must say these episodes was amazing. The whole 18 episodes was amazing. It was great. It was entertaining from start to finish. All the web interweb interchange of the storylines and the web and people connected and all that stuff. It was good. The acting was good, so like that. It was nice. People played their characters well. I was I was drawn to the storyline. I had enjoyed it. So, all right, let's get into it. All right, so let's start with the Purifoys. The Purifoys had to settle with $2.5 million, so they had to settle. Now, since that settlement, it opens for other lawsuits and things that coming about. I'm like, they're getting sued left and right, money settlements, all that stuff like that. Things are coming out left fields after the settlement, and now it opened the doors for future lawsuits and harassment, all that stuff like that. Claims that the Purifoy wronged these people. So all these people's coming out in the woodworks now because they lost this big old thing and it came out. So Hunter is pissed. So he's so upset that he shouldn't have settled. They shouldn't settle. That was messed up. He knew this was going to happen. He knew after he settled for this thing that everybody was going to start opening the doors and trying to get money out of the thing. So basically the board say, you know what, we got to vote you off. We voting you off. We need to change the leaderships. We need to start over. And we don't want you as a head. He said, my father built this thing and I couldn't do it. We ain't doing this and all that stuff. Because of your actions, it caused us to go caused us to go below. Now we gotta build ourselves back up because of your wrongdoing. So they say they need to change the leaderships, and you not one of them. So you gotta go. So Lori said, "Father, calm down. It's okay. It's like that. We get this here. We get that thing. We built this thing back. We could build this thing real back up. It's our company. They cannot take it away from us. We could work hard and get it back." So Hunter is pissed. He's pissed. He's drinking himself to death. Everything. He is like so out of it. He says Steven messed me up. He says he's gonna get me back. He gonna destroy my life, and he's ready. He is succeeded. So now he gotta do something about that. Now I'm gonna push pause for that and move on to other stuff before I get to the end, because he did something. All right. So Lori came, said, "Father, we gotta do this." She go call him car and get him home. But while she called him in, he called called her in. While she called, he left out the office. So now she want to know what the hell he at. All that stuff. It was like, then it was say Titus, and she asked about Titus and on the update. He asked about the update of Titus and saying the hospital and condition, everything, and we should know that we did something good for him, and he shouldn't something should be happening to him, so he won't spill the beans of what happened. So I said, "Ooh, snap!" So I guess Hunter probably was behind. It was either Lori or Hunter was probably behind running Titus over. Okay, so he left the party, and I'll push pause from there. All right, so Inez is telling Bella and said, "Listen, this is my daughter. Everything is going on right now. I think you and Joaquin should leave. Leave the freaking thing because Bella is so afraid of Stephanie, because Stephanie said she was going to take everything away from Bella, including Joaquin. And she said, you know what? Leave Atlanta. Leave Atlanta. It's a location in Manhattan that you could work there. You could work Horizon Textiles in Manhattan. We need to leave for the sake of you and my grandchild. Do that. Get away from the Lancasters for good. Get away from Evan and get away from Stephanie so they won't be coming after you." And Inez was looking everything up. She was researching everything because she said, "Yes, all the questions you got, I'm answering, boo. You getting out of here." She said, "Ma, you really thought about this?" They said, "Yes, that's what she is." She did. She got to think about your safety. Her daughter and her grandchild need to be safety. So y'all need to get away as fast as possible. You want to do fashion. New York is the best place to do fashion instead of staying in Atlanta. So move. So Bella talked to Evan about this, and Evan said no. No, that's not happening. You're not doing that. You're not taking my son away. You're not doing that and going to New York. You stay right here and all that stuff like that. She said, "I got to do what's best for me and my son, and you have no choice about it. I'm staying away, and this is what it is." Now, from there, what flipped the script from that, what she told him that she's leaving, until she did this interview. So when she did the interview, they would talk about her coastline textiles, and the lady asked her, was like, listen, most people who from you think the your grew up story, they grew up poor, they use social media to build your platform, and you build your platform, you make it successful, you just sign a great deal to one of the top known fashion companies, and most people on your thing will just leave Atlanta and go to New York City and something like that. Um, so tell me about your decision stuff. And Bella said, you know what? At one point, I was thinking about doing that, but you know what? I decided to stay. So she said, what brought that change? The interviewer. She said, what brought that change? She said, my son, Joaquin. So got Joaquin there. Inez was watching, and she said, this is my son, Joaquin. I couldn't get his last name, but she said his father is the mayor of Lancaster. So the interview was like, and I said, ooh, that was a good move. Cause you know why? Because all this time it's a secret about who the father of her kid. And now she's put in an interview. It will be well known worldwide, and people will know that Evan is the father of this child. Now, I don't know if he wanted that to come out that way, or they made a plan to have that come out so Stephanie won't have anything over her. So if she put in front of her story and bring her truth out, then it will be no reason to be blackmailed, to be scared of Stephanie, because the truth is out. So I don't know, was they plan together, or Bella decided to reveal the truth and let the consequences may happen. I mean, I don't know. It didn't lead to me, but I was like, I don't know, maybe that was the thing they discussed. And so they said, listen, if she wanted to try to take away my son away, let them know. Hey, let them know you is my that's my son. Let them know. I don't care. I deal with that. I might not be a freaking Lancaster anymore anyway. So shit, let them know. I mean, he didn't say that, but that's how I'm thinking. That was probably what they was planning. So she revealed it, because I was like, oh, how she would do that? And Inez was looking and say, good. I would say yes. The truth got to come out, because if you keep it a secret, you will be running forever. So that was that. Now let's go on. All right, so Mara got the call. Mara, remember, she heard the cat crash on her phone, so she rushed to the hospital. She said, where's my husband? Where's my husband's title? Where's my husband's title Hughes? Where's my husband's title Hughes? She was going on. The nurses was not even playing. So she said, excuse me, where's my husband? So I think one of the lead nurses who was overseeing the surgery came out and said, listen, we got your husband. We just took him out, prepped him from the room to the ER. He gonna get prepped for emergency surgery, and is thing in and out. He's bleeding internally. So she said in and out, that means he got some consciousness or something like that. We got to speak to him before it goes to that point. Let me speak to him now. He said, we starting the surgery right now and all that stuff. I'm sure we're going to keep you updated. If anything's worked well and he be responsive, I'm sure we'll let you know that you will see him. I was like, oh no. I was saying, not Titus. Not my boo Titus. No, you can't let him go. He is a good guy. Good guy. And usually that's happened. Like the bad ones, they stay alive, but the good ones, they fight for their life and they get let go. So it's like, and then Amara really have a good man in her corner. So for him to be in that hospital bed, getting hit, and it was a hit and run. So whoever hit him ran, like left, did not stay, did not see if he was okay. It was actually intentionally hitting him. So Amara came. After a while, Rondell called her phone. And it wasn't her phone. She called Titus because she wanted to get Titus legal advice or something. But Mom picked up. She said, oh, I thought it was called. It was your mom. I thought it probably was down the wrong number because I was supposed to call Titus. She said, no, you called the right number. It is Titus, but I got Titus' phone and he's in emergency. She said, what? What happened? Let me know what happened. What you need? So Marla told Rondell to get some stuff at the house and lock the door. Rondell got it. She came to the hospital, consoled her, be there for her, just like Amal was there for her when her father died, something like that. So that was nice to just as a friend. Now, before that call, the reason why Rondell was calling Titus for legal advice, because Darcy, remember, we find that Steven was behind Darcia coming and getting the freaking restaurant or something, because you know they trying to get that restaurant sold and everything to the Peters, because you know they're working together to the Peters and everything, and he trying to get that thing sold. So any means necessary, or at least trying to get some shares of thing. So he invited Darcia down, and Darcia is a cousin who want money because her father gave money on stuff and the craziness. So they was like, what Steven and Darcia plan is that follow my lead. We got to work out to make it sure that the person, the doctor, right off say that he was in his right mind when he changed that will, and it was legal that the will stands because he was in the right mind when he did it. So it was not known he was under the influence. He was not heavily medicated. He wasn't in a different mental state. He was well thing. That's what they're claiming. So that's what they, I guess, proved. They wrote documents up, so like that. Remember, he blackmailed one of the ladies last week. He said, "You want to make this freaking junior party? You want to make this? You better get this happening. Make sure that a medical examiner or whoever who did this thing let him know that senior was in his right mind. He was sane." I was like, "Oh my God!" So I guess she did it. So they got drew the paperwork up and gave. And so Darcia came with Greg. Right, so I said, "What's Greg?" One day I was like, "What is going on here with the y'all two? Y'all, you coming here with the figure person who did something to my father?" And Greg said, "I didn't do anything to your father, so I'm not being clear." But basically, Darcia, since the will stands and they gave the paperwork, because Rondell's not believing that paperwork. She said, Basically, for now, that will stands, and because of that, since she still owns 2/3 of the restaurant, she sold her shares to Greg Peters, and she in return she got a big fat money check, whatever she got, and every time she got to be satisfied and move on, show what she got to do. So Greg is now 2/3 owners of it, and it's like wow. And now because she can't sell the whole restaurant without Evan and Rondell signature on the thing, she only control her half, her shares, and the other thing Rondell's still part of it, and Evan's still part of it. So it's like now they are partners now, and now she can't shake off Greg Peters. And since he got 2/3, I think he owned majority of the shares of the restaurant. I said, "Oh, that does not be good." So Rondell did the nasty thing that you could ever do to a person, even though you should not be doing that. But I don't know. She took spit and just spit on his face, and he said, "Listen, the one rules we will have is that all employees will have to follow strict guidelines, and we will handle any insubordination as quick as possible." Do you understand that? And also, wow. That's something. So that's when Rondell called Amara. So Amara, finally Titus got to the point that he was conscious. So he went to see Amara. So Amara said, "I'm lucky to have you in my life," and all that stuff like that. And she said, "I know what happened. They investigated anything. It was a hit and run. It was an accident." And she said, "No." Titus said, "No, it was no accident. It was not an accident." So she said, "What?" It was not an accident. So right now she knows, like, the only person she could think of who could really did this to him was Damien. So, because you know Damien was hell bent and trying to get Titus out the way so he could be with Amara. So she think it's Damien. So he didn't confirm it, nothing like that. So after that he went back unconscious, so that went back to see if he was unconscious, so the nurse had to come get him. So Stephanie came. And Stephanie said, "Where's Titus? Where's Titus?" And she said, "Wanda said, what you doing here?" And Marvin said, "What you doing here?" She said, "You know what? It's because of you. It's your fault." And Titus said, "What you talking about? It's Damien, right? Damien the one who freaking did this to my husband and stuff like that. And because you brought him here and paying him to destroy my marriage, now my husband is fighting for his life." So Wanda said, "So you a little dirty. You did that. I can't believe you." So Stephanie said, "If Damien is responsible for this, you best believe that he will be dealt with." I said, "Oh." So Marva's face was like, "Okay, all right." So Damien, all right, before I go there, so Evan came home, right? And this is like on Evan came home. Stephanie was sitting there. She was getting her dresses, gowns, throwing out over the banister. She told the maid to throw the stuff out, throw it out. So Evan said, what are you doing? She said she followed my orders. And went in the kitchen. By the time he got, because he got a text from Bella to say, come, let me just talk now. And right after that, when he got to the thing, she shot him. Not at him, but she shot towards him and hit the wall. She said, next time could be for you. And basically, she told him that she knew about the DNA of his son. And you up here sodomizing, doing this with this girl behind my back for all this long ass time. And all that stuff. And he said, I can't believe, she said, oh, I can't believe you have this much reaction for someone who don't care. She said, no, my reaction is not because I care about you. My reaction is it's like you have this girl on by my face doing all this stuff and she had been sleeping with you on by my back and everything. And you created a child with her and you care so much about the child more than you care about our kids. So I said, oh, okay. So he betrayed her. Betrayed her trust, betrayed everything she cared for, and you ruined this family for that. So she said, oh, this marriage is over. He said, don't think about that. Think about the long-term goal. Think about this. Like, you could be the person who'll be head of the Carlisle Perkins and that thing, and go to the top, and I could be the first black governor of Atlanta, something like that. So we had this plan. Don't throw this away. So he said, and then she said, listen, you want good graces with me? I heard you. I knew you doing some bills, some deal with the Greg Peterson and concession stand, something like that, and you owe shares to Bella True. Why won't you sell those shares to me? And he said, I can't do that. She said, I thought so, and walked away. And then when she went upstairs, she actually started breaking out crying. So I said, oh, Stephanie, you actually are hurt about this. You are hurt over this. Like, you try to play it off like you're not hurt, but you shared the emotions. It's the first time you ever show emotions over ever. And I said, oh, all right. So, at that time, Stephanie was at her father's house because she knows she's gloating. She's gloating that she wants the thing because it's a retirement party, right? And she making sure her father know it's a retirement party. Go step down, and I'm gonna be naming me as successor and everything. So we planning it, all that stuff. So they would say, listen, what make you think I would ever step down for you? And if they blackmail me, he said, Daddy, because you know the consequences if you don't step down. So he said, okay, you may think it's the last word, but I'm gonna let you know just not getting away with this. I like plan the party, but make this the last time you ever think that you're gonna try to backstab me. I let you know you mess with the wrong one. And he warned her. He said you is messing with the wrong one if you ever gonna think you gonna do that. So then he talked to his wife, Irene, because you know Irene made no mistakes and made it know that she wants Stephanie to run the company. But he blamed Irene. He said, oh, because of you working on him, blackmail me, all that stuff. She said, why would I do that? Why would I ever do that? I said she did that on her own and everything. And no, so why you just don't let her? Why you just don't do it? Step down. We not getting any younger. We could grow up. We could do whatever we do. We could travel wherever. We could raise our grandkids and stuff like that. And that's that. So let it go. And you will, when that had this happen, if you would listen to me a few months ago and step down when I asked you to step down a few months ago. And you know Steve is power trouble, so he's power trip, so he's not stepping down like that. So I said, oh, okay. So he just kissed her and just kept it quiet. I said, oh, okay. So, Steven, oh no, right after that, before he went to see his wife, Stephanie got a text and he said, pay now or I send the videos to DOJ. So Stephanie was looking at Barter like that. He said, oh, this one of your people you were doing this, just like that. And also, Steven let Stephanie know that he knows what she has been doing with Greg Peters. He did have been more than oh no, hold on. Yeah, you know, I don't think he said that to Stephanie, but he did say that do what you gotta do, but he knows something more what you have doing, so you be careful, all right? So Stephanie got that text. So while Damien was in the car, he got smuggled. I guess it was she that was doing dirty work. Smuggled him and drugged him to make him go to sleep. So he went to the cabin. Stephanie woke him up and said, listen, you better give me all the copies of what you have or less. Um, I'm going to have somebody come in and get the videos from you in a not possible nice way. So he said, Damien, how Damien is. He said, oh, he bluffing. He ain't gonna do none of that stuff. It's like, he's not bluffing. He said, oh, okay, you talking all that junk. It's not happening. He's not giving up that thing at all. Damien, he is crazy. So you can't break down a crazy person. So Marvin started tasing him. Ain't doing nothing. He's not giving up. So Amara came. Not Amara, Stephanie was tasing. So Marvin came and said, well, Stephanie, what you doing? What you doing? Stop that. Go, let it go. Go call the police. She said, and all that stuff. And then while she turned her back, she said, he did it. He's confessed to me. He hit Titus. It's like that. He hit Titus and all that stuff. He confessed. And she said, what? All that stuff. And Marvin started thinking about it. So I said, let him go. I'm going to call the police. Let it go. She said, did you hit my husband? All that stuff. And he said that I guess untied him. So when he got back, he said, we got to call the police. And nothing happened. And he said, and that's what Stephanie said, don't you think he did this everything? He want to get away with you. He go complete the job. You all that stuff. He want to get Titus out the way so he come after you. This is all his doing. He did it. All that stuff. And then why he come back, he got up and choked the hell out of Stephanie. Just choked her up the wall. Got her up. I said, ooh, he's strong too. So Stephanie, girl, he was holding strong up. So Mom was like, get off, get off. Bang, hit him in the back, all that stuff. And then he fell out and he started bleeding from the back. I was like, so all of a sudden got him down, so choking out, Stephanie had to, and then she was like, oh my God, he's dead. I was like, listen, I know she hit him hard, but I don't think she hit him that much to kill him. Because I don't think she really hit his head. She hit him in the back. She hit that all the way up there. She hit him in the back. So I was like, okay, he was bleeding, but I don't think he'd be dead. So I put a question mark when I went with notes. I said, I don't think he's really dead. So she was saying dead. So Mom said she gotta go to talk to the police. We gotta do this. So Stephanie said, no, we gotta leave the body here. We cannot do that. We gotta leave. All that stuff. And Stephanie said, I can't do that. I can't stomach that. We can't let this body here because now I know what's going on. Stephanie said, listen, we can't all be no jail like that. I take care of it. We gotta go. You be covered. I won't say nothing like that. I will not implicate you. Not implicate me. We gotta go out of here. It's our chance to leave. She called Rashida and said, Rashida, come to the cabin. We got an emergency. Let's go. All that stuff. So I guess she left the body there. So when Marla came back to the hospital, she talked to Titus, and he got up again, and she was at the police investigated, and now I know who did this. It's Damien. I know he did it. So when he said, no, it wasn't him. So she said, what? It wasn't him. And he said, I was, oh no, then he started, you see the glow around, the white glow. I said, oh no, he see the light. He seen the light, and it started flashing of his life with Amara, and I said, oh no. See, that's why I said the bad guys always live in the good guys' because now Damien, who I know for sure he's not dead, is alive, and now Titus could be possibly dead, because they were trying to resuscitate him, getting up, then get him up, and they're going, I said, oh no. So Mom was breaking down crying. I said, no, not Titus. No, I can't. I don't know what could be for next season without Titus. Well, Marvin, so she gonna be in over her head, thinking that she killed Damien, and now her husband, that she gonna lose her mind. She gonna lose it. I don't know how she gonna deal with this. Marva, I'm here for you, girl. I'm here for you. Need a hug? Come on. Yeah, I'm here for you. All right. So I'm saying, no, not Titus at all. So Evan and Steven talk. So Evan said, Evan's like, what I need to talk to you for? So basically, they gonna make have an alliance basically, and Steven told Evan that, oh, you ain't the only one who been doing that. She found out about your child, right? Well, you ain't the only one. She been doing something, and she been doing something well behind your back. She did more than having a freaking business meeting with Greg Peters. She was freaking schooling him for a few months now. And Evan's pissed because sometimes men cannot handle when a woman does that to them. So I was like, I said, oh, So now that got it. He said it won't be that. He said, don't let that screw you because she had her own little skeleton too. So I said, okay. So they was going, what was the plan is? So the plan. Now it's the party, right? So the party's here. Everybody's talking. Steven did his little speech. Now we got a little thing that Evan told Greg that your warehouse that you have your stuff in, whatever, is getting raided right now. So you better want to think about that and trying to come after me, buddy. Sure. So he got him. So Greg Cook got the phone, trying to call and see what's going on. So now Steven gave his speech, right? He gave his speech. He said, listen, all that stuff was going great. My daughter did a great job with the $2.5 million. Congratulations and everything. And I don't think about stepping down. But he said I'm going to step down. But somebody reminded me. And now I have a new client who reminded me to stay in. And here come Marvin Barnes and Marilyn. I said, oh snap. You remember those two when they figured Stephanie was blackmailing them so she could get the better new in Atlanta because she was trying to get whatever she could get to get them to sell to help Evan get that little thing for better truth. And he said, what did you do to get them to be going on? And then after a while, I think Marilyn told Evan what's going on, so like that. They told Marvin all stuff, and she told her husband, and now her husband said, no, this is not going to happen. And they told Evan, and then Stephanie was in. So Marilyn had the last laugh. You know, Stephanie was trying to jump at Marilyn because Marilyn said, oh, you trying to blackmail me, bitch, but I'm getting you. And that's what it is. So they left out, and we never seen them since, until now. And then he said, there's not cool new clients, and then better know, so like that, they're going to make sure for all of them to stay in clients. The senior partners agreed to have me stay at manager partner for this thing for this new clients, and because I got the big deal. And Stephanie looked at the people seeing partners. She said, and he looked at like he was like, oh, nervous. I even staying next to Stephanie, and he said, as of today, my daughter will gonna be stepping down, and she gonna be doing only serving her duties at the first lady. So it's basically being freaking Evan lapdog and just being the first lady, and she was gonna be working with her mother with the foundation. And I'm happy they will be great together. I said, oh snap! Stephanie's face cracked. Her face cracked when she heard that. I said, oh snap! Got you, Stephanie. And then, and all said is done. And then he said, how do you put this off? Because how you pull this off? He said, oh, I handled that freaking precedent problem of the thing you had over bonds and stuff like that. I handle that. So if you ever think about using any information that you have, me, and I'm not the only one who will be in a jail cell. You will be in too. Daughter, we will have a family reunion in the jail cell. I said, oh, snap, I hear that. And then, he said, oh, thanks for your husband who did this, help me too. And so they all worked the line. So that's what they did. They worked that to get Stephanie out of it. So, I said, oh. So then Hunter came in. Oh, Marilyn said, I told you I would get you. Consider this the first investment. We will continue going on. I said, oh, you won't be so sure when I got more things. You will wish you didn't cross me. So Hunter came in. He's so fancy. He said, oh, I knew you would screw me over. You messed me up. I've lost everything because of you. And this is that. He pulled out that gun and started firing everything. Firing everyone in the thing. He was just shooting. The Secret Service or Evan's secret guy came and tackled Hunter down. When he tackled Hunter down, he shot him. So we don't know who he shot. We know Evan did bum rush and got Stephanie to the ground. So, and then everybody, we don't know. Everybody was all over the place. It's like that. So we will see by next season if it comes back. Well, I believe it will because it was a great season. Or what happened. But that was ambitious, y'all. That was the season finale. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. Tell me how y'all feel about the season. And I see y'all on next season when I come back, alright? Peace.